Hello one and all, this is Nerdcraft bringing you a 1v1 matchup here on Antigua Shipyard. Spawning in the northern position is our red Protoss player, IMReady, and his opponent spawning in the western position is our blue Terran player, FXOGuMiho. Which Gumio I think is a really cool name for those who don't know. Okay, let's rephrase that. I'm really big into Korean culture as well as Japanese and Chinese culture, so I really like the name Gumio because that's like it's not like it is. It's in Korean mythology, a Gumiho is like in Japanese mythology, a kiwi or a nine-tailed fox, which is they're known for like being deceptive and trickery. So I like to think that Gumiho kind of lives up to his name. I actually don't really know what kind of style Gumiho plays. I only saw him in a couple matchups. I think in the GSL qualifiers or something like that. I can't remember if he's code S or code A. Oh, it was the GSTL. That's where I saw him. I saw him in the GSTL for FOU when they all killed FXO. No, he wasn't. That wasn't him. It was in a different game. It wasn't against FXO. But yeah, I don't know much about this guy's play. So hopefully he is like a Gumio and he's really deceptive and trickery. That'd be so freaking cool. It looks like he's going to be going for a 13 barracks, pretty standard right there. A lot of people think you go for a 12 barracks all the time. No, you can go from 12 to 14. I've even seen some players go for 15 barracks into 17 orbital command, which is like, wow, really? I did not see that. And he was a Korean player too, so I'm not just like saying, oh yeah, I totally saw this in like when I was laddering in the Silver League. You guys got no idea what it's like down there. It's like wild animals eating each other. No, I saw that actually a professional Korean player playing it. I think it was Fanatical Live. So, what is IMReady doing? I don't know much about IMReady either. I think he is on the B team for IM, which, hey, that's a pretty big accomplishment in itself to be on the B team of IM, Incredible Miracle. Because, I mean, let's face it, IM is the team with MVP, the winner of BlizzCon, and most notably, IMST, the most feared Zerg player in the universe. So, yeah, to say that you're in the B team of IM, that is in no way a shameful thing. So, we kind of got these close positions here, which is not very in favor of IMReady, because this map, what I don't like about Antigua Shipyard, I love Antigua Shipyard in general, but what I don't like about it is that it has symmetrical rotation. So that means that if a player spawns here, he is going to be really close to the player that spawns here's third. And I'm sure Gumio will probably abuse this really well with drops into the third if IMReady decides to go for this third base, or just decides to go for a gold or a further away third. I'm sorry, I'm like tripping up myself. I'm tripping up myself. I blame the Gumio. The Gumio is tricking me into saying things I don't mean. Stupid foxes. I'm just kidding. I love foxes. They're my favorite animal. So we can see Gumio. He's going to go straight for a double gas right now. He didn't start with a one gas. He went gasless expand. Gasless expand. Jeez, now I can't even say gasless and expand. I said gasless expand here for Gumio into double gas 3 barracks. Now you might be saying that's not a gasless expand. I mean, his command center isn't at his natural. Well, yeah, but it's exactly like it. He built a command center, and he's making and he's morphing into an orbital command, and he's going to make SCVs and use mules from it. It's just going to happen to be on a single mineral. It's going to happen to be on a single mineral line is all. And wow, ready. You are ready to win, because he made a Twilight Council straight into Templar Archives. This is the earliest Templar Archives I've ever seen. It is it was at the 5-minute mark, I think, that he put it down. So that is, oh, wow. And I'm going to tell you right now, I think it's genius. This is just a genius game. He's putting down an early Templar Archives because he knows there's going to be bio play from the Terran player. So how can he stop bioplay really early without having to spend a lot of minerals, or having to get certain buildings and stuff like that? Well, never mind about the certain buildings. He's going to get a Templar archive, and High Templar aren't going to be as easily countered as a Colossus. So this is just and I think he's going to get ready for a push with this. He's not researching Storm yet, but he is getting those High Templar. He's probably just going to start pooling the energy for them, then research Storm, getting his expansion at the same time too. Jeez, man, he's actually going for Archons. That's a better idea. Archons are a lot more. High Templar Archons are a lot cheaper than Dark Templar Archons, because Dark Templars cost 175, I think, and then High Templar cost 225, I think. Not 100% sure on that though, but essentially the overall cost, High Templar are a lot more expensive. And looks like GuMiho is getting ready for some defense. He must have seen the Twilight Council, because he's putting down a missile turret, so he must be expecting something like that. But no, bam, Archon up in your base, Guardian Shield going down, and GuMiho is in a lot of trouble. The first bunker does go down, a lot of SCVs being pulled to auto repair and trying to repel, but the Archon does go down, and that's going to indicate to Ready that he is going to fall back for now. Starport on its way, as well as a reactor for said starport. And this pylon here, I'm pretty sure GuMiho has a pretty good idea of where the pylon is. This is usually where they build pylons on this map, close to your opponent, because like if you scout over here, it's like, oh la-di-da, I'm looking for a pylon, and the pylon's right there. Of course you're not going to see it. Cyanox Storm is now on its way, so it looks like Ready is going to be transitioning out of his Archon into just straight High Templar Storm ownage awesomeness. And they're pretty even in supply. GuMiho is ahead by 2.6 supply, so it's not that huge of a difference. If you actually look at the economy, they're exactly even on harvesters, but that does not necessarily mean they're even on economy, just because of the availability of Mule. Plus Ready has been using more of his GuMiho has been using more of his Chrono Boost for gateways and research and stuff like that, instead of like Chrono boosting his probes. God, that's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to spit this out, but you know, sometimes they stick to your tongue. My tongue's the problem. The reason I kind of trip over myself at times when I cast is because my tongue is really sticky and the words stick to them. That was a stupid joke. Oh man. Sometimes I come up with the lamest jokes ever, and I was like, see what I did? I'm like and when I say those, I look like an eel. I'm like, Anyway, 7 gates here coming up for Ready, and he's not even going to go into robotics units. Of course, as I say that, there's a robotics facility, and it looks like there's a huge push here for GuMiho. Oh man, right into the Storm, and that is huge because there is no combat shield. Well, wait, is there combat shield? Yes, there is combat shield. I was about to say that's huge because there's no combat shield, but no, there is combat shield. And as we can see here, these Marines are very, very low in health. And I'm sorry if I like move around the map every now and then like this, because like I just recently learned if you click the mouse wheel button while in replay, you can actually move around the map like this. So, but the problem is that like it's not really fast. It's kind of like it has a really low DPI, so I have to move my mouse around a lot, and I don't have like a giant mouse pad, so that's kind of like why that happened there when they were getting out. And anyway, like I was saying, the level 1 armor is coming up, and GuMiho, he's gonna have to fall back for now, and he's gonna have to wait for Ghost, which he is making. And surprisingly, this pylon has been seen. I was about to say, what? That pylon hasn't been seen, and there's an expansion there. GuMiho, you need to scout a little more of the factories over there, just waiting to see when that 30 is gonna go down. And there is a Zealot, Sentry, and 2 Stalkers here coming into the middle, just here to take control, kind of just say to GuMiho, like, hey man, I do have an army. I'm not going to be like passive or anything. And a single Marine and a medevac scouting around, and the probe and the Marine, they're like holding hands, running together. And unfortunately, this is going to be seen. Ready not paying attention. Now I'm sure he is, but that pylon does go down, and then GuMiho's like, okay, job well done. Wait a second. And wow, a lot of Templar. Oh no, that's only 4. Never mind. Well, that is still a lot of Templar because now there's 6. 4 Templar this early in the game. Yeah, I'm going to consider that a lot of freaking High Templar. And that pylon is going to be saved because he is warping in a Zealot right there. And that poor Marine, all he was told to do was shoot a pylon. And no matter what, you can't do anything else. The Observer getting a full scan, but of course there's a missile turret in there, so he can only go so far. And then he decides to cancel the pylon and fall back because there was a drop in his base, I believe. But the medevac was probably had feedback used on it. I have no idea how to say feedback in past tense. was feedbacked. That sounds good. We'll go with that. Factory just getting the sky season. Wow, there's a lot of gateways you got there, bro. And robotics bay coming out. This is genius from Ready. Does he know about it though? Does FXOGuMiho know about it? FXOGuMiho does not know about it. Okay, this is just genius because FXOGuMiho has, or not FXOGuMiho, but Ready, yeah, FXOGuMiho. FXOGuMiho has only seen massive amounts of High Templar and every now and then an Archon. Huh. Well, he's going to be getting Ghosts, and Ghosts are fairly squishy units. So why don't I just do a complete tech switch straight into Colossus, and he's making medevac, so he's going to try and concentrate pure bio, and by the time that my Colossus hit, he's not going to have that much, he's not going to have any Vikings. If he does have any Vikings, he's only going to have maybe 2 or 1 Viking. And they'll just be able to shoot them down with stalkers that he's going to warp in during the battle. Second Forge here going to come down. For a lot of people who don't know, I just like to mention this because the Protoss player that created this Double Forge Gateway style, his name's he's Creator Prime. He's my favorite Protoss just because he's so awesome. He's so good too. Oh man, I remember the first time I saw him too, Creator Prime. He was it was in the GSTL, and Prime was in the match that would lead to the semifinals, so it was the quarterfinals, and then the coach was just like, hey, you know what, we're losing to the team. God, which team was it? I think it was Startail. No, was it Startail? It wasn't MVP because that's who they played the next game. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Startail, and then they're down 4-1. Ooh, Ghost coming in, and they're going to start sniping. Huge EMP goes off on all the sentries, but Storm goes down as well. And he only did take out that one. Oh man, huge snipe going down on that full energy High Templar. But most of the Ghosts are almost dead now. There's no observer on the base. These are actually really good spread by Ready, and all those Ghosts are just going to go down to the Zealots, which is not good. I do not like this engagement at all for Ready. But then again, he does have a lot of freaking Storms. So it seems he'll be able to do it. Unfortunately, that High Templar does go down, but I didn't think he had enough energy for a Storm, so it's not a huge deal. And that Ghost is just about to run out of energy. He only has 10 energy right now, and we still don't have any Vikings being produced right now. Just pure medevac still, which is very interesting from FXOGuMiho, considering that there is 1 Viking now on the field, but just 1 Viking is, I suppose that is actually pretty good considering that there's not much stalkers. And the Zealots charge in, and this isn't looking good for Ready at all. Fortunately, FXOGuMiho is not going for his 3rd. A lot of bio actually still being cleaned up. Jeez, what are these upgrades that the Zealots have? 2-0, the armor, they just do not frickin' die. But yeah, like I was saying though, with the coach for Prime is just like, oh well, we lost, you know, it's 4-1. Might as well get the no, was it 3-1 or no, it was 4-1 because it was a best of 9 series, because it was the quarterfinals. And the coach for Prime is just like, oh well, you know, we had a good run, we did a lot better than last season, and so he's like, let's get the young guys out in the game to get them some experience in the booths. And they send out Creator, and he freaking all kills Startail. It's so awesome. And anyway, the engagement coming up here, and single Viking trying to do as much as it can to take out these Colossus, but unfortunately it does take a bit for a Viking to take out a Colossus. He only took out the shield and a little bit of damage, about 12 damage on this one Colossus before that single Stalker took it out. More Stalkers being morphed in. Now Ready has FXOGuMiho on the run. Marauders just falling so easy. I wonder what the upgrades are. They're 2-2, but these Zealots, level 1 weapons has finished for the side blades, which is so freaking awesome. It's such an awesome weapon. 2 Vikings finally finishing. Going to be able to take down 1 Colossus, maybe 2. No, focusing the wrong Colossus. Does take out 2 Colossus. There's just not enough. There was not enough stalkers. Actually, they weren't even focusing the Vikings. They were instead focusing on the Marauders and Marines. And now FXOGuMiho has IMReady on the run. So this Viking is gonna land. Not really sure why he did land, because it wouldn't really have helped if he landed or not. But back to my story, which keeps getting interrupted from freaking StarCraft. But hey, man, that's a good interruption. That's an interruption. I was like, yeah, I'm glad I was interrupted with that. Oh yeah, no, I was done with my story. Yeah, Creator just goes out and all kills Startail, and they go to the semifinals, where they eventually did lose to MVP. Yeah, it was Team MVP. So that was really cool. That was a really great series. If you guys, I'm not sure if those GSTL VODs are open, but I bought a ticket for that, so like they're open for me. So if you can in any way check out those games, check it out. Even if a friend has a VOD for GSTL, just check out that game of Prime versus Startail. It's so awesome. And here we got the Marauder and Marine drop coming in. I've noticed lately with Terran when it comes to drop skins Protoss, they have been using a lot more Marauders in their drops just because they're able to take out a lot more. They're able to take buildings out a lot more faster than like 8 Marines. So, is this? Oh, Medevac is gonna live. Unfortunately, there is no blink for these stalkers, so you can't just like, full on charge into it. And the Templar Archives was taken down, so GuMiho, he's able to recognize what his problem is, and it is High Templar. But of course, IMReady putting it right back up as fast. No, Twilight Council. That's Twilight Council. GuMiho, or not GuMiho, but ready. So Twilight Council. That's not gonna make High Templar. Oh well. There you go. Now he sees it cancel. As soon as I give up on him, like trying to make sure it's the right building, he decides to cancel it. There's still quite a handful of High Templar on the field, though. You see 3 of them. They have 130 energy each, and that's pretty close to 2 storms. So yeah, by the time the next engagement happens, there's at least going to be 6 storms because of the 2. I mean, because of the 3 High Templar that are able to make 2. And now we see another engagement coming in here. Looks like GuMiho is getting ready to take out this 3rd. Stims the Marauders up, starts taking out the pylons. They are both maxed at 200. And there's the engagement. Huge EMPs goes off on the entire army. These Zealots are stuck in the back with absolutely no shield. And now they charge forward into the Marauders. Another Colossus comes in. Still no storms. So GuMiho has been really lucky that there's no storms. But now the storms go down. And holy crap, do the storms go down. They come down with a Vengeant Ghosts coming forward. Gonna try and get the snipe off on those High Templar, but man, what a crazy engagement that was. I was surprised that Ready was able to repel that so easily, even without utilizing the storms until later. Now the Ghost getting caught by Zealots, which is where you do not want to be as a Ghost. Fortunately, that one Ghost is still alive. Now he's being healed up. Stalkers and Zealots versus Marauders, Marines, and Ghosts with Medevacs. The Zealots are all dead. Archon was morphed. Scan goes down, takes out the Observer. Great control from GuMiho as well as Ready. And just what's really been keeping Ready going this entire time is this massive amount of storms, as well as his superior upgrades. GuMiho hasn't really been concentrating on getting much. Never mind, he has 3-3. I was about to say he's not really concentrating on getting his upgrades as well as Ready was, but it looks like he actually did decide to go straight for it. Now Zealot taking out a Marine is going to establish his 4th base, and Ready is sitting on the gold with a planetary fortress. He's just going to be abusing that. Huge drop comes in. Marauders and Marines are going to start just destroying it. There's the Artosis pylon right there. Actually, no, there was 2 pylons, so it wasn't Artosis pylon. And taking out pylons and pylons and pylons, does not take out this one. Unfortunately for GuMiho, fortunate for Ready that he's able to not take out this pylon and depower these 3 gates as well. But looks like he is going to try and do the drop. He should probably focus down this pylon. I don't think GuMiho noticed how low in health it is. He's just going to drop, and he's not even going to micro. He's just going to let it get cleaned up. He's going to take out what he can, and now he's going to get out of there. He does save 3 Medevacs, or 4 Marines and a single Marauder, but that's just because they never dropped. And at the same time, huge engagements going on in the 3rd, but everything seems to be getting cleaned up by Ready pretty well. First Colossus goes down, second one just decides to join right in, avenging his fallen brother because of he took out well, I say that because the group that took out that Colossus right here and took out this Colossus was the one that took out that Colossus. Wow, I have no idea what I'm saying anymore. Yeah, so that drop is, no, that is not a drop, that is in fact a factory. And another engagement here coming up for GuMiho. Stims forward with the Marauders, takes out the Archon right away. Huge feedback going down on all the Ghosts. No EMPs are going to be, actually yes, an EMP was utilized, I do believe. And there are GG from Ready. Unfortunately, he is not able to win this game. I was definitely rooting for him. I try not to be a biased caster, but I could not help but just root for him in this game from the crazy stuff that he was doing. No wonder they call him I Am Nuts. That's one of his nicknames. So yeah, really cool, awesome game, and I hope you guys enjoyed that. It was, I think I'm gonna rank this as definitely in the top 3 of awesomeness games that I have ever casted just because of the strange Protoss build that I'd never seen before. But unfortunately, he did succumb to a large amount of bio and just drops as well. So you can't win them all, really. And Ready's fairly young and he's new to the whole StarCraft scene. He wasn't a former Brood War like a lot of current dominating teams players are. That's what I meant to say. Like Nesty was a former Brood player, Puma was as well. I don't think Hero was, but Nesty, Boxer, of course, everyone. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this game. My name is Nerdcraft. If you want more games that are just this awesome, please subscribe to my channel. When you do subscribe to my channel, I'm just like, oh man, that's awesome. You guys are awesome. And also, if you got any requests for certain games you want, someone did recently make a request for me today to see a certain player, see more games of a certain player, and hey, I'm going to give it to him because hey, he's watching my videos. I can't be picky. I can't say no, I don't want you, because that makes me look like a jerk. It is a dick move, and plus that's just not who I am. So yeah, you can also follow me on Twitter at nerd_craft. You'll get updates of when I'm casting, what I'm casting, as well as when I go live on my live stream, which is usually on the weekends. I just do ladder games and ladder analysis for myself to see why I screw up, and that's kind of a lot because I'm not that great. So yeah, again, hope you guys enjoyed the game. My name is Nerdcraft. I'm still trying to work on my closing statement, which is just ridiculously long. That's it.